All righty. Good evening, everyone. Hope everybody's having a good, what's today, Tuesday evening out there. We're looking at developing sun tomorrow. Today's sort of a cloudy, gray, gloomy day. It'll be nice to get some sunshine to return. Let's take a look at what we have out there this evening. We're tracking, of course, brighter skies, which make an appearance tomorrow, which I think we're all looking forward to. In the near term, though, we still have some wet weather that's exiting off to the east. It looks like we have temps in the low to mid 30s for most of you. Be mindful of a lot of wet surfaces out there. We have temps slipping into the low 30s, so there probably will be at least some potential for some slippery spots and the untreated sidewalks and roads and that kind of thing overnight. The good news is the wind picks up tomorrow. Hopefully, that will dry up any wet surfaces in the coming hours. There's a closer inspection of the Doppler. We're still seeing some of that wet weather making its way over eastern parts of the area, up towards from Augusta to Rockland, heading to down East Maine. We can say goodbye to that pretty soon here. So notice what's lurking off to our west. There's not much going on here. The reason I mentioned that becomes our weather for tomorrow. I think tomorrow is going to be a nice day. Now, as we go into Thursday, our next weather maker brings a tricky rain snow line. So let's talk about how that's going to go down. Tomorrow, no problem. Sunny skies, traveling anywhere in the Northeast. We should be in good shape. For our Wednesday, traditionally, Wednesdays are travel day right before Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving, however, we have a much different weather setup. We have some rain moving in along the coastal plain. We have some snow over the interior, and there's going to be a sharp rain snow line that develops for parts of the area. The turkey clearly not too happy with this. But it looks mostly rain at the coast, so it looks mostly snow for some inland and mountain towns. Biggest question in my mind is, does that rain snow line get all the way down to the coastline during the late day and evening hours? That's a possibility. We could see some light accumulations even down near the coastline. But whatever falls as far as rain and snow, it's gone by Friday morning. One thing to be mindful of, the wind picks up Thursday night. So there may actually be some spots that get some scattered outages because areas that get the wet snow may weigh down some of the branches. That's mostly inland and mountains. Here we are at 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. No weather-related problems are expected tomorrow. Should be a good-looking day out there. Temps are in the 40s to start the 30s to start the day, 40s during the afternoon. Look for a lot of sun after daylight today. I think we're all looking forward to brighter skies tomorrow. Here comes some of that wet weather moving into on Thursday morning. I think Storm Tracker's a little too slow getting the precip in. It gets in at some point mid to late morning. And there probably will be a rain snow line that develops somewhere in here, right near Augusta, Lewis and Auburn, Sebago Lake area, right down through northern York County. Now, most of the midday and afternoon will feature rainfall in this area on your Thanksgiving. So if you're traveling along the coastline, it could be some decent downpours, but it's primarily rain in that area as temps will be right around 40 degrees. If you're traveling up near Route 2, it's dominantly snow in that region. And there's going to be a battle, and that may waffle a little bit, that rain snow line as it goes, as we go throughout the late day hours. Now, the biggest question in my mind is, does that rain snow line get all the way down to the coastline? It looks as if it's going to make an attempt to do that, at least during the early nighttime hours. So be mindful of that if you're traveling Thanksgiving evening and a Thanksgiving night. I'll show you what I mean. Notice how that rain snow line tries to get down to the coastline. And where we see just inland here, maybe 25 miles inland, there could be some decent bands of snow in that window right around 6, 7, 8 o'clock on Thursday evening. I can't stress this enough. Just trying to figure out where that rain snow line is going to be is a little bit tricky a couple days out. So it's one of those storms we'll probably just need to stay updated on as we get a little bit closer. Regardless, any leftover rain and snow that moves out for Friday morning. Friday's a better day if you're traveling Friday. I don't think we'll see any weather-related problems there. Early thoughts on snowfall amounts. I think we'll probably play with these numbers a little bit. Coastal areas probably get a coating to an inch. Might be an isolated 2 in some spots here. But early thoughts here from Augusta to Lewiston, all the way back to Sebago Lake, 1 to 3 inches of snow should be expected there. Now, the jackpot in this one is probably going to be somewhere from, you go from Conway to Freiburg, Bridgeton area, up to Farmington, Wilton, Jay area, back to the mountains. Most areas here probably get into 3 to 6 inch range. And some of the higher elevations where the snow is a little fluffier, perhaps, you'll get in the 5 to 10 inch range there. So I can almost guarantee we're going to play with these numbers a little bit. That rain snow line is going to play some games with us probably in the coming days. But this looks to be a storm that gets going for Thursday morning. Most impactful time range, if you're going to be on the roads, is probably Thursday afternoon through Thursday night. Thursday at the coast, it's primarily rain. So if you're traveling near the coastline, I think we're in pretty good shape. Now, the question is, by nighttime hours, does some of that snow get down to the coast? We have wet pavement. It might have a hard time accumulating. One of those storms, you know? So I don't think this is going to be a big deal at the coast. Now, inland areas where the snow piles up, especially from the west side of Sebago Lake, that line running up towards central Androscoggin County from a Lewis and Auburn area points north, Augusta, Waterville area points north, maybe down to northern York County from Leamington area points north and west. Yeah, there'll be some spots there that might get some heftier accumulations. And there with the wind picking up Thursday night, we'll have to entertain at least the potential for some scattered outages. Something to be mindful of there. As we go into Friday, the sunshine makes an appearance. Saturday, Sunday look pretty good. And we outlined the potential for some midwinter-like cold. That's right. We have temps only in the 30s for highs and overnight lows slipping into the teens. So we'll leave it at that, I think, here. But, it wasn't that long ago. We were getting used to, just 2 weeks ago, we were getting used to those 60s and 70s for highs. And that is in our rearview mirror at this point, as some muddy, chilly air moves in later in the week. Stay tuned to that Thursday storm. A little bit of a tricky rain snow line, mostly rain at the coastline, some snow over the interior. It should pile up. Best chance for accumulations will be inland and mountains. We'll have more updates on CBS 13 at 11, Fox 23 at 10. And of course, Christian will have some updates first thing tomorrow morning. All right. Have a nice night.